Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Monday Morning with Moloy. I'm sure you have had a fantastic weekend, and the month of April is looking bright for a lot of us. It was a month back that we started this new series on business excellence. And I would really want to thank all of you who have been watching us regularly, writing back to us, WhatsApping us, calling us up, asking for information. Because our vision still remains that we want to be one of the largest business coaching companies in India, and our mission is to touch the lives of at least 500 business owners in the calendar year 2022. And whatever we can do, the little bit that we can do, based on my personal experience and based on the competencies that we have built, we'll be happy to do anything for our small and medium business owners. We have been doing this consistently for the past 15 weeks. And anybody of you who wants to have a recording, please feel free to connect. We have a WhatsApp group, and today we will put up that link on that WhatsApp group in the chat box. Please feel free to join in, because all these recordings are posted, and not only these, every week there is something or the other that we keep on posting about how to become a better entrepreneur. During our live of last week, I had asked a few questions, and we were talking about strategy, and we had asked a few questions about strategy, and I'd asked all of you who watched this Facebook Live last week, is to ask yourself the following questions. Do I know my strategy? Do I know where you want to be in 5 years from now? Do you know what kind of resources you will require to achieve what you want to achieve in 5 years from now? What is that one particular reason that the customer should buy from us? And if we were to articulate our strategic plan in 3 sentences, can we do it? I was having this conversation with a young entrepreneur, and we're talking about sales growth, and we're talking about revenue growth, and we're talking about everything. And I said this to the entrepreneur, that we are all in a hurry to generate sales, generate revenues, increase market share. But as a business owner, we cannot be in a hurry always, because we're building something for the long term. And when you're building something for the long term, it takes time. Patience, perseverance, direction is very, very critical. And what I've been saying over the past 15 weeks, and even the live that we did last Monday, I am not asking for any rocket science answers. These questions are very simple. And these questions are those questions that every entrepreneur either should have had it in the past or should have started working on it by now. Then why is it that only some business owners are successful and some business owners are not successful? Why is it that only some of us take actions and many of us live in that area of procrastination? So today I felt, let me share with you something that I read over the weekend. The habits of a successful entrepreneur. Why are some entrepreneurs more successful than the others? You see that we don't decide our future. The only thing that we can decide is our habits, the actions and the habits. And the actions we take consistently become our habits, and these habits will determine our future. Success is nothing more than a sum of all the actions that you take consistently. Success doesn't come overnight, neither does failure. If you stop marketing, and this is what I have mentioned in one of my Facebook lives, if you stop doing marketing today, you will see the impact of no marketing 6 months from now. If you start doing marketing today, you will see the impact of marketing only 6 months from now. But we need to consistently take those actions. And again, I was talking to somebody today morning, and I said, look at us as an action coach, business coaching company, Beyond Red Ocean Consulting being one of the franchise partners. When I signed up in 2019, in late 2018, early 2019, I was told that there is a great business coach, certified action coach, business coach in Calcutta, in Kolkata. But whenever I had these conversations with him, or whenever he spoke in the public forum, he says Calcutta business owners don't understand the concept of business coaching. And hence it's extremely difficult for him to grow. It was in 2021, early 2021, that we decided to make some efforts into Kolkata. And every month I've been going to Kolkata. And today we have reached that stage that where we have the confidence in ourselves and in the entrepreneur community that we could invest and become the exclusive business coaching firm of Action Coach in West Bengal. It didn't happen overnight. This investment happened on the 24th of March, but this didn't happen overnight. This was a accumulation of all the actions that we started taking from January 2021. And today we're seeing those green shoots coming up. It's not a big tree, it's just the green shoots. So let's look at some of those habits that I have tried to imbibe, but what I read and I want to share with you. But this is something that I have tried to imbibe. The first is, all successful people take 100% responsibility for their situation. And what do I mean by that? I started my professional career in 1991, started working, and with hard work and also the blessings of my seniors, my family members, got ramped up into a sales manager role pretty early in my career. And in the first year as a sales manager, I was struggling. I was a successful salesperson, but I was struggling as a sales manager. It was at that time my manager asked me, what is wrong? Why am I struggling? I said, Mr. Manager, everything seems to be wrong. My team is not working the way I want them to. The competition is getting tougher. My customers are not understanding the value proposition. The economy is not doing well. I have no support system, and etc., 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 etc. I went away ranting about why am I not successful. It was then he told me, Moloy, you will never be successful, never ever be successful. These are the words that he used. You will never ever be successful if you're complaining about everything. You have to take full responsibility, because this is the world that we live in. This is the kind of people that we will have. This is the kind of external environment that we will have. This is the kind of customers that we will have. You can't change the externals, but what you can certainly do is take full charge of your internals. And it resonated so much with, when I was reading this 100% responsibility, it resonated so much with me that I remember in the month of April 2020, when the lockdown was announced, my first webinar ever in my lifetime was in April, and I made the statement that as entrepreneurs, we have two choices. Either we pick up a cup of coffee and sit in front of the television watching the Hotstars and the Netflix and whatever, and wait for the things to change, or we say at this point in time that how can I make the best use of this situation? If my businesses are shut, and some businesses were shut, how could I relook at my strategy? How could I build my own competencies? How could I build the competencies of my team? What are all the things that I can do? And when I have had these conversations with multiple people, I have heard lots of people saying this entire thing is because of COVID, because of the policies of Mr. Modi, because of policies of Mr. Thackeray, the policies of Mr. Sitaraman, the policies of Mr. Shaktikanta Das. Now we are talking about the Ukraine war, the fact of the matter is, these are all there. But blaming them is creating a set of excuses. And this, when I'm doing, I'm not taking full responsibility of what I can do. So that's the first. The second, define what you want. Many people don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. And this is a very interesting statement, that if I don't know what I want, if I have not defined what I want, how the hell will I ever get what I want? So take a piece of paper today, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody who's going to watch this live as a recorded version later on, take a piece of paper, write. Remember the strategy discussion that we had last week? If you don't have a goal, you will never have a strategy. At many times we are trying to, professionals or business owners, we are trying to earn to pay salaries. We are trying to earn to pay the bills. We are trying to earn to pay to take care of our family. But what about my goal? What about the goal that I should have as an entrepreneur? All of us need a goal to motivate ourselves. It could be anything. It could be a dream car, it could be a dream house, it could be a holiday, it could be a significant bank balance, but it is towards goals. I'm walking towards something. A goal or a business is never about a way. It is never about reducing my liabilities. It's never about taking care of my loans. No, sir. Goal is always towards goal. Towards, I would want to achieve this, I would want to achieve that. Write it down. Create the set of towards goals. Create that one big goal that is your dream goal as of today, and that I want to achieve in the next 12 to 24 months. Once we have that strong motivation, then we are going to take all actions, and we are going to take 100% responsibility of ourselves, take 100% accountability into achieving that goal. But once you've written down that goal, the third element is believe it is possible. Sometimes I've seen people talking in terms of very, very far-fetched. I'm a 10 crore business today. I want to become a 10,000 crore business by 2030. These are far-fetched. These are dreams. And dreams sometimes stay as dreams because I don't see a roadmap towards achieving these. And when these goals are too far-fetched, they raise self-doubts. But if I put in a goal today that I am a 10 crore business, in 5 years from now, I want to become a 100 crore business, the goals seem more realistic. They're certainly aspirational. They're certainly ambitious. But they're also, if you put in the right systems, processes, actions, these are achievable. But a 10 to 10,000 crore may seem only aspirational without being achievable. You should be able to visualize what you want to achieve with anticipation. You have to believe that you can do it. Because once I believe that I can do it, once I'm able to visualize what I want to achieve, then only I will take 100% accountability. Without that, that accountability will suffer. Without that, that responsibility will suffer. That entire clarity in the mind has to be very, very clear. That I am able to sleep, dream, drink, with my eyes open or with my eyes closed, the 100% visualization. Like Napoleon Hill in his book has Think and Grow Rich has spoken about this. What your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. A lot of people tell me what the mind can conceive, it can achieve. I have a slight disconnect with it. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Because if you don't believe in your goals, nobody else will believe in your goals. You should be able to go out and talk to people with so much confidence about your goals that people will stand by and say, this is a man on the move. The fourth, you have to behave like a successful person. You have to behave as if you have achieved success. Remember, I'd spoken about it, that it is important to become the person who is successful before you even taste success. You have to condition your mind constantly, because what you condition your mind, your subconscious mind starts believing. And when you tell yourself you are a successful person, and that's where a lot of people talk about that I am affirmations, fantastic tool. I am successful, not that I will be successful or I will become successful. I am successful. Because the subconscious mind now starts believing in it. And when the subconscious mind starts believing in it, all your actions, all your focus is towards achievement of those goals. Look at yourself, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, the way you communicate, your demeanor, your personality, your articulation, your clarity of thought should all give signals of a successful person. It is not about lying and playing the fool, it's all about conditioning. I'm not suggesting at any point in time that you should be lying and playing the fool, but it's all about conditioning. If my mind can see and believe that in 2 years from now, I will be a 5 crore, 10 crore business coaching firm, the mind will ensure, the subconscious mind will ensure that you achieve the goals. Finally, you should be willing to pay the price to become successful. Believing is fine. Visualization is great. But end of the day, you have to take action. You have to do something because action determines outcomes. And to take those actions, we need to make a lot of personal sacrifices. No one has ever become without personal sacrifices. From working long hours, to lengthy training sessions for sports people, to giving up the kind of foods that I want to eat, but I am ready to sacrifice, like 𝗲𝘂𝗲𝗏 once mentioned. It could be different for different people, but the common thread is that we all need to make those sacrifices. When I decided to quit in 2016 and jump into this entrepreneurial bandwagon, when my friends were partying, like I used to do when I was a professional, my friends were partying, or my family was out on a holiday, I was working day in and day out. No breaks, no festivities. And for us Bengalis, Durga Puja is extremely important. And I know when I was a professional, I used to take 3 days holiday, but now no more holidays. You have to make the sacrifices. So one of the questions that I'm going to ask yourself, or you should ask yourself, what price are you willing to pay for your success? What are all the things that you're willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? Because there's always a trade-off. Success doesn't come easy, neither does failure. If you are ready to make those sacrifices, there's nobody in this world who can stop you from becoming a successful individual. Negativity, not happening, cannot do it. Take them off from your dictionary. There's no word which starts that you should be using that starts with a word with N. There's no no's in your dictionary. There are no nots in your dictionary. There's no can't do's in your dictionary. When you close your mind to negative thoughts, the door of opportunity opens to you. It is the nature of opportunity that it simply refuses to attach itself to negative thinkers. Opportunity doesn't attach to negative thinkers. Negative minds cannot conceive new opportunities. And I ask this to all my clients and my prospects, that what are those opportunities that are staring at your face but you're not leveraging? Negative minds cannot invent. Negative minds cannot innovate new products. Negative minds cannot solve difficult problems. Negative minds can't create beautiful music. Negative minds can't create works of art. All these activities require a positive belief in yourself and your abilities. Relish your achievement. Recall them when the going gets tough, because life will be tough. Life is not a bed of roses. But when you celebrate your achievements, when you celebrate your success, you will recall them when your life journey is tough. And you will relish that this journey which is tough, which will come to an end. And I will relish a few more achievements in future. Take comfort in the knowledge that you've succeeded in the past and you can do it again. And you can do it if you think you can. So the important piece, ladies and gentlemen, is you can do it if you think you can. Bring that positivity in your mind. April is about 15 days gone. There is 11 and a half months to go to make your life, your journey, the best year of your entrepreneurial journey. Thank you so much for your time. Look forward to connecting with you again next Monday, same time. For viewers and people who are watching me from Calcutta, I am there in Calcutta for 4 days, 14th to the 17th. And on the 16th, we have a big event which the Bengali Business Council is doing. It's one of the first events to celebrate Bengali New Year. All of you are welcome. This chat box will have the details of that program. Come, let's celebrate success. Let's celebrate that we have overcome COVID. Let's celebrate that we have overcome a lot of other challenges. And let's celebrate that we will overcome a lot of things. Thank you so much. Till next Monday, same time, same place, with Monday Morning with Moloy. A fantastic week, and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.